Hey everybody, it's Miss Camp. I'm sitting outside on my back porch, so if you hear my dogs bark, don't worry, they're in the fence. But it's such a pretty afternoon, I wanted to be outside. Yesterday was the 50th anniversary of the moon landing. I hope you were able to celebrate in some way. And if you weren't able to join us on the build day, I hope you were able to come on launch day. I was at Walden last week, so I wasn't able to be there. And I have so much to tell you about Walden, but that will wait. Y'all, we're going to have a year of Thoreau, but that's later. All right, so let's talk about chapters 9 through 12 of Rocket Boys. All right, a couple of things I want you to notice. I want you to notice how dangerous it is to work in the coal mines, and how the coal mining management system tries to get that danger out of the minds of the workers, like with the widows, getting them out of the coal mining houses within 2 weeks, trying to keep that coal mine running. I want you to notice the resourcefulness of the boys, how often they have to figure out ways to get the materials they need, and they keep rebuilding and rebuilding. They are not deterred. If they just use the explosions or the mistakes as a way to make a better rocket next time. I want you to notice some of the trauma with the people, especially like the PTSD of the veterans from World War II, as well as some of the trauma for what it means to work in a coal mine. I want you also to notice that how the coal mine shut down the week of the 4th and how everybody goes to Myrtle Beach. That would have been the same with the cotton mills. They shut down the week of the 4th and people went to the beach for vacations. I want you to notice how changes in the space race and other changes in society changed the school. How his school is in a mode of transition as they're trying to keep up with the advances that are going on in society. And think about how well we've done that, what changes we've made since you've been in school. I want you to notice how he makes the comment that he doesn't mind learning and working hard and studying for something he wants to do. And I understand that. You may not want to read these books this summer, but I want you to also notice that in his quest for these rockets, he ends up getting a lot of information about other subjects, and you will see how he comes to have an appreciation for art and music and literature. And it comes as a result of this quest for the rocket building. One of the most interesting parts for me is when he starts to see God in math and science, and he takes it to 2 different ministers. He takes his ideas to 2 different ministers. I want you to pay attention to who supports him and who questions him or who shuts him down. Why do you think each one responded in the way they did? All right? And what he learns from that. I want you to notice the power of the press. When he gets the reporters involved and they start seeing and writing stories about his rocket building, how is that going to help him? And what does that mean when he gets the press coverage? What does that mean for the other people, especially the people who are naysayers? I want you to notice the value of a college degree and think about if it's the same thing today. His dad talks about how he could never be an engineer because he doesn't have a degree in engineering. Think about why you're planning on going to college. And I want you to pay attention to the pride and where he's coming from. As much as he resents the coal mines and how they feel limiting, there's also some pride in where he comes from. That's going to have everything to do with some of what we read with Thoreau. We're going to talk about what it means to be from Gaffney and what we can learn about that. And finally, a real controversial part. Dr. von Braun. When we find out that he may have worked for the Nazis, what does that mean? And what does that mean today? Especially with Holocaust deniers and people who may want to revive Nazi ideals. How do we feel about that? And how do we handle that? How does Homer handle it? And how do we handle it in 2019? Okay, I'll be back maybe later this week with some more Gatsby talk. Keep reading. Talk to you later.